Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. Before I click through all the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues. And please check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always scouting out 20% moves on those stock picks. We also offer a 5-day free trial up front. So if you sign up for the subscription, your card is not charged for the first 5 days, and you can bow out during that time at no cost to you. So you have a 5-day free trial up front to check things out. Let's move on to the charts for Tuesday, August 15th. Just to reaffirm that several months ago when we settled above this 168.83 long-term channel top, we did set up a long-term buy signal that despite the last few weeks, this route to the south side, to the downside, despite all that, I still think 224.74 remains in reach. Not by the end of this year, but into Q1, Q2 of next year, I think is realistic. And so let's get to that. On the way down, we also violated, and most meaningfully, is this channel bottom, that 180.36. This can contain buying, into, am I going to say through the rest of August? Yeah, through the rest of August. I don't really want to say into September because I think we may only be a couple of weeks away, 2 to 3 weeks away from actually testing 168.83. Now, 168.83 is once again that long-term channel top, and we do have a long-term buy signal in play above 168.83 despite the near to mid-term weakness that we have incurred. And so really what I'm saying is here, bearish continuation into the 168 handle over the next couple of weeks is a counter trend move. In other words, there's still a long-term updraft, still plenty of bottom pickers for Apple. And, if we were to close back above 180.36, I think that actually puts this market back in the bullish column as we move through the rest of the week and into next. Under that scenario, we would also be closing above this short-term 1-week channel top, this descending flag at the base of a move. Closing above it is also a sign of strength. So really what I expect if we close above the 180.15 to 180.36 region is not that image, it is this image really. Now 182.07 can contain intraday buying pressure. So if we get a significant rally today, push through 180.15, 180.36, that area, yes, 182.07 in reach today. But if we merely close back above 180.36, I am anticipating that 190.14 descending two-thirds speed line over the next couple of weeks where we can top out on a weekly basis and is our upward pivot point through the rest of September and into October. So, if we close back above the 180.36 formation, I do think ultimately we are expecting 203, 205 and rising daily over the coming couple months, 2 to 3 months. And that could be accelerated to within 2 to 3 weeks, perhaps, if we close above 190.14 sooner than later. So, I'm going to go over this one more time and just tell you that if we settle above 180.36 today, that's also above that 180.15 level, that definitely neutralizes the secondary sign of weakness to 168.83. And I would then expect, with a settlement above 180.36, 190.14 as a 2 to 3 week objective. On the way up, we obviously have 182.07. That's a solid intraday resistance area. But really, on the way up, 184.83, right about here on the chart, and 187.39, right about here on the chart, both able to contain session activity. And 190.14 in reach pretty quickly. Within a week or two of closing back above 180.36, the 190.14 speed line able to contain weekly buying pressures, possibly by that point in time into the middle half of September. We could fall off perhaps for a week or two. But if we settle above 190.14 within a day or two of testing it initially, then we're just another 2 to 3, 3 to 5 weeks away from reaching this 203 to 205 region. So what to do? I'm going to talk now more about options and such and sort of the big picture dynamic, that if we close above 180.15 to 180.36, that 190.14 level becomes a 1 to 2 week target. And if you bought 169 or 168 out of the money puts from the sell signal last week, I would liquidate those out of the money puts and in turn reach for, say, 190 or 188 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a couple of weeks. You could also, if we close above 180.36, because of the longer term bullish dynamic that's still in play above the 168.83 area, that if we close, back above 180.36, you might reach for, 210 or 225 out of the money calls. The 210, what I'm talking about there is this rising channel top, these rising channel tops that are valid channel tops right now based in part on last Friday's low. But we could break to new lows here, holding below the 180 handle, and this gets all reconstructed. But what I'm saying is, if we close above 180.36 today, I think you can reach for 205 or 210 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a couple of months. That is kind of a swinging for the fences play, but I think it is realistic. And once again, closing above, that 180.36 area here, I do think that, over time, possibly by the end of the year, we actually might reach that longer-term channel top at 224.74. So the 180 handle is a significant pivot point into later August, holding below it, and we are. I keep talking about all these buy signal scenarios. Holding below it maintains a heavy dynamic. And we can today, I don't show it here. Let me see if I have any charts that I can zoom in, and I can zoom in on this one. Holding below this area at 180.15, the low settlement price on this down move over the last couple of weeks is 176.55, and it can contain intraday weakness. If we break 176.55, we could test 174.59 intraday. And 174.59, is it shown? It is here. 174.59 is this high area. I should have an arrow pointed, but it is this high area here going back to May, I think. So, it is stair step on the way down. 176.55, decent intraday support today. I will go back to this chart. It is the low settlement price, can contain intraday selling, well suited for aggressive day traders. If we break 176.55, we can quite easily test 174.59 on an intraday basis that goes back to this consolidation area back in May. And it's just a day support level. Nothing to buy into later in the week or any of that kind of stuff, just for the day. And if, say, tomorrow or the next day we close below 174.59, we could actually test 168.83, our 1 to 2 week, 2 to 3 week objective right now, within just a few days. 168.83, once again, able to contain selling through the rest of the year, and above which this 224.74 channel top remains a long-term target. At one point, not long ago, I was saying by the end of the year, and now I'm, amending that based on what we're seeing here now to Q1, Q2 of next year, depending on what plays out here to the upside. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I don't think there's really anything else to say. I will leave you with this image, 180.36. Our primary resistance for the week and into later August, below which 168.83 remains a 1 to 2, 2 to 3 week target. And if we close above 180.36, that is probably it's a good low, probably through September and quite possibly the rest of the year. I'm going to leave it at that for Tuesday's Apple Report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll see you tomorrow.